the home half of the ninth inning, will be working first to pinch hitter Del Unser. Left-handed batter, he'll be swinging a bat for pitcher Raleigh Eastwick, who in 3 innings gives the Reds no runs on 4 base hits and struck out 3 batters. Del Unser with a batting average of .306, 5 homers, and 25 RBIs. He has earlier this season set a major league record by hitting 3 consecutive pinch hit home runs. And a very valuable addition to this ball club. Well, he'll lead it off, followed by Dave Rader as Hume pitches and Unser takes it high and tight. Got some changes in our outfield now. Hector Cruz in right field, Paul Blair in center, and Dave Collins in right. Collins in left, Blair center, Cruz right. Here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. Swing and a foul into bench's mitt, 1-1. Tommy Hume can gain his 11th save of the season. Swung on and hit to left field. Collins should make the play and does. Off to his right for out number 1. Unser lines to left, and that brings up Rader. He bounced to shortstop in the 7th. Tommy Hume, of course, leading the league in earned run average at .274. In 15 relief appearances, has given up only 1 earned run in 27 2/3 innings. He delivers, and the pitch comes high to Rader for a ball. Reds 2 outs away from their 7th consecutive win and their 5th straight on this road trip. On the inside edge, a strike. They won the final 2 games of the 3-game series at home against Montreal, bumped off New York 3 straight, trying to make it 2 in a row here against the Phillies. Foul back upstairs, just off to our left. And Hume ahead of Rader at 1-2. Well, with the Montreal Expos having battled back twice tonight, who knows? Come tomorrow morning, we may be in first place by a half game if they can win it. Here's a hard smash by the diving Morgan into right field. Rader with a hit. That'll bring up Gary Maddox. 1-out single to right field by Dave Rader. Got a Dave Rader fan club here tonight, a radio station here in Philadelphia, WWDB. They've been promoting Dave Rader for quite some time and claim they have 500 members. Had pregame ceremonies tonight where they presented Dave with some gifts prior to the game. And he delights that group sitting up in the upper deck in left field with a base hit. Gary Maddox fouls off the first pitch. Reds 5, Phillies 2. That's a 6 base hit for Philadelphia. And the first off Tommy Hume. Stretching the pitch. High and inside. Boy, Maddox went down right now. Randy Neiman has relieved Joaquin Andujar. He came on in the 7th inning when the Expos scored 2 times to tie it up. Maddox with a bad handle foul back that Johnny Bench will have no play on. Oh, with Steve Rogers being roughed up, considerably roughed up tonight by the Houston offense. He started out the evening in 2nd place in earned run average behind Hume. That's a pop-up, and again, Johnny Bench watches it drop back into the seats. Count holding at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Del Unser led off the 9th inning with a line out to Collins in left. Rader grounded a single to right. Maddox is at the plate with Gross on deck. Infield looks for the ground ball, the pitch. Here's a fly ball hit to left. Collins over and under to make the play. 2 out. Greg Gross started out the night in right field. He moved over to play left when Bake McBride was inserted into the lineup. He is grounded to second twice and sandwiched in between a 5th inning single. Danny Dreesen playing behind the runner. Rader at first base with 2 down, and a pitch coming to Gross, taken for a strike on the inside corner. Ground ball shortstop. Concepcion on to Morgan, and this one belongs to the Reds. Tommy Hume does it again. Here in the 9th inning, no runs, 1 hit and 1 left for the Philadelphia Phillies, as the Reds extend their winning streak to 7 in a row, defeating the Phillies 5-2. And we'll be back in just a moment. Well, the Reds had to come from behind as things turned out in this one tonight, because the Phillies scored first. They got a 2-out solo home run in the 2nd inning by Gary Maddox, his 12th of the season, to get the scoring underway. But Cincinnati retaliated with a long ball of its own. In the 4th inning, Joe Morgan led off against Steve Carlton with a home run over the wall in right center, number 8 for the Reds second baseman, and that tied the game at 1-1. The Reds went out in front to stay in the 5th inning. Ray Knight led off that frame against Carlton with a home run, his 8th of the year, over the left field wall, and the Reds were up a run by a score of 2-1. Cincinnati broke it open in the 6th inning against Carlton. Foster walked. Johnny Bench lined a double to left field, and Danny Dreesen, the hero of last night's game, stroked a home run deep into the seats in right field, his 15th, and the Reds were up by a score of 5-1. The Phillies took advantage of an error by Morgan in the 6th after McBride led off in pinch hitting for Carlton with a strikeout. Pete Rose single to left center. Larry Boa hit a double play ball to Morgan, but Joe booted the ball for an error with Rose going to third, and Mike Schmidt's fly ball to center got Rose home to make it 5-2. The Phillies got a couple of base hits in the 8th inning. The infield single by McBride and a 2-out base hit to shallow center by Boa. At that point, John McNamara brought on Tommy Hume. He got Mike Schmidt first pitch hitting on a fly ball to Dave Collins in right to end the threat. Hume surrendered a base hit with 1 out of the 9th inning to Dave Rader, but then got Maddox on a fly to left and got Greg Gross to ground to shortstop as Davey fed on to Joe at second for the force out that ended the ball game. Cincinnati had 5 runs tonight on 11 base hits, committing 2 errors and stranding 10. While the Philadelphia Phillies had 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and they left 6 men on base. Frank Pastore, our star of the game, a winner for the 3rd time this season and 9 decisions. Tommy Hume, with an inning and 1/3 of 1-hit shutout baseball, records his 11th save, and the loss goes to Carlton, his 3rd this season without a win against Cincinnati, and Steve's record now is 13-11. The Reds will try to sweep this 3-game set. 7:35 will get her underway tomorrow night here at the Vet, and it's going to be Bill Bottom on the mound for Cincinnati, 7-5, and pitching super baseball of late. And the Phillies will counter with right-hander Nino Espinosa. He's won 13 and lost 10. We'll be on the air with the pregame shows tomorrow night on most of these same stations, beginning at 7:05 Cincinnati time. Again, the final score tonight in a game that took 2 hours and 19 minutes to play before a crowd of 31,113. The Reds 5 and the Phillies 2.